Valkyries couldn't end my hunt.
What's going on YouTube? Drew here from FlipBros, and welcome to our first no bullshit guide to Flak. Now we're going to be explaining the Flak Rakk build, and let's go into it. First thing, Flak Rakk build synergizes very well with action skill on end and enemies damaged by Rakk attack. Now I think the action skill on end is a little bit better, so that's what we're aiming for, but if you can't get that, enemies damaged by Rakk attack is also a great alternative. Now, going down the equipment list. Maggie for single target, corrosive action skill and end, Cutsman for the raid specifically. I don't use this outside of the raid too much. Again, action skill and end. Old Ridian, this is a gun I picked up in the DLC with Rakk attack, take 100% increased damage for a short time. This gun rips. I use this mainly for single targets as well. And then the recursion for mobbing. The recursion paired with a radiation of some type on an action skill and end completely blows up everything on the screen. So that's my grenade with the radiation action skill and end. Got lucky from a vendor with a transformer with fire damage on action skill and end. We got the Rakk Pack class mod to get some more healing survivability. So the Rakks, you get more Rakks and they can heal you better. And the knowledge, the Pearl knowledge. So this gun is amazing. I believe the consecutive hits stack with the recursion, and if they don't, they 100% stack with the Maggie and the Olridian, and so these make single target DPS at least that much better. Now, going into the skills. So we'll start with the easiest one. Blue tree, nothing. Get out of here. I played the entire DLC with this blue tree. Didn't have the same DPS capabilities. So the Rakk tree. This is where everything is. We got 3 points and leave no trace. Get those critical hits back, or get the ammo back from critical hits. Interplanetary Stalker, put 5 points here. This is 10% damage per stack. Must have. Hunter's Eye, again, another critical damage, armor damage, or damage reduction. All good things. I did not put full points into head count. I thought 2 points. I get 3 points from the class mod. I thought 2 points was sufficient to keep my action skill up. 1 point into Two Fang. This is just a filler. You could have placed this point anywhere. 3 points in big game, so we can make sure that all of our hunter skills last longer and our bonus. So like Interplanetary Stalker has bonus damage. The one in Fadeaway Build, Fierce Attack, also has bonus damage. The Most Dangerous Game has bonus damage and stuff. Now, 3 points in Most Dangerous Game. When we kill a badass, we want to run around with the extra gun damage, extra crit hit damage. Grim Harvest, max this out. We want that extra gun damage again. The action skill damage is nice. You will see Rakks kill things without shields and corrosive armor, but really it's the gun damage. Galactic Shadow, grab more crit damage. Now, Megavore, critical hit chance, and you have a chance to score a critical hit against any part. So this is huge. As your cooldown goes down, you do a lot more damage, and the recursion, the Maggie, the Olridian, they all shred with crits. Now going into the green tree, we start with Fierce Attack. 5 points into Fierce Attack, get more gun damage. 5 points. So this might be one that people don't recommend. I love the fire rate from Overclocked, especially in the Olridian and the Maggie. The extra fire rate for me means more DPS. 3 points into Turntail and Run. This gives me more gun damage while I'm staying still, and damage reduction while I'm moving, so survivability or damage depending on where I am. I threw 1 point into Lick the Wounds because I'm playing solo a lot, so if I can keep my Spider-Man alive, he can keep me alive. Therefore, also throwing 1 point into Self-Repairing System. I believe this was to get the green tree down to this row. If not, you can put this point again anywhere. It's a filler. Fast and the Furious. So this is giving me more movement speed and gun damage. Enemy has no target. Now, I didn't max this out because I think without some of the taunting skills, I'm going to be still taking aggro quite a bit. So I don't know how often this will proc. If this would proc more, then I would maybe switch things around. 5 points into Rage and Recover, so we can get down the tree and also get some health regeneration back. And then the power inside, we can get both capstones. Now this is just full health we're going to get 50% damage. Without full health, we get 25% damage. And, you know, that's after an action skill. So it's basically an action skill and end anointment for the skill. Now, that being said, recap. Action skill and end. 100% rack attack if you can't get that. Make sure your shield and your grenade also have action skill and end. Want the rack pack. Oh, I forgot to go over these. So, yeah, we're going to be taking the elemental spider ant because we do a lot more elemental damage. We're taking the health regen on the racks for survivability. And we want to send out more racks for more survivability. So yeah, so rack pack for even more racks and more survivability, and then the artifact for more damage on consecutive hits. So what you want to do is we're going to go over to true takedown mode. Start this. Again, we're going to show off each weapon and why they matter. So the general playstyle of this build is send out racks. You have this action skill and end. What I do is I send out one for every clip, usually. So if I send out one here, you'll see things just shred. Especially when you're landing those crits. Let's go fight one of the bigger guys. So, oh, the badass event's still going on, so we're gonna get legendaries too. But yeah, these things just shred. Maggie with the action skill and end is doing bonus corrosive damage, I believe is the one that I have. And you want to keep sending out your racks every once in a while to get that extra damage. Now, let's go to the next gun. So we're going to be testing out the old Ridian. This is the 3rd slot gun. Send out a rack for the thing. Let's make sure that our racks hit before we start shooting. And yeah, they shred as well. Everything shreds with the rack build. I don't even know if you need to hit with the racks. This gun is so good. Alright, so now we're going to go into... So I don't need to show off the cutscene. You guys understand how the cutscene works. But let's show off the recursion and how things... Yep, everything just blows up. Look at that. That was 4 out of the 5 guys just died because of the recursion. I like to shoot big targets because they're easier to hit and the recursion bounces. If you can't shoot anyone, just shoot what you can.
Strip them bare.
This is also the hardest part of the raid, I think. Especially on this build, on True Takedown. So yeah, so we're thinning out the mob, so let's switch over to the Maggie, finish off some of these people. And I was hoping that this was going to open. Oh, it did open. Okay. So yeah, the recursion just does work. That's the recursion. And there you go. So there's all the guns. Again, the Cutsman, you guys understand how the Cutsman works. Fire off your racks, fire off your Cutsman. Things get shredded as well. So this build, as long as you're hitting crits, as long as you're hitting crits, you really can't go wrong. Everything falls down. And that's what I love about playing Borderlands. I like the fast pace. I'm a fast paced player. So if I can keep it being fast paced, that's what I'm going to do. And there's your guide on Rakk. Have fun playing him. Or Rakk. Have fun playing him on level 57. Go farm the gear. Definitely with the badass events, a little bit easier. And make sure that you guys... I guess the only caveat I would say is his survivability could be better. You could take some of those filler skills and move them into other points. But other than that, that's Flak, and that's my new Flak rack build, and I'm loving it. If you guys want to stick around... Trick Unforgiven, that probably does a ton with the crit damage, but that's okay. I'm going to skip some of the other legendaries. If you guys want to stick around, I'm going to show off just the Valkyrie fight with the recursion and call it a day. So if you guys like these videos, like, share, and subscribe. If you want to see the Valkyrie fight, stick around.
Racks up my sleeve. I have no blood, so I'm taking yours.
Repent!
Even as a flock, the Valkyries couldn't end my hunt.
Those are advanced mechs, but we're after something bigger. Keep going.